I would never show my legs ever because I'm not comfortable with
Yes.
it. I would never show my legs because it makes me feel away.
Of course, I'd spent many, many years with
Hearing.
that in my head. So of course I never felt good. Yeah. I never felt good. With then other things like, it's beauty or whatever. I'm appreciative of it. It's not I'm not big headed about it. I'm appreciative because it's there.
Yes, the beauty says there.
I have accepted over the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years. So can you imagine I'm 58. So um coming here, having people, admire the frame made me question, things. And of course I was in doubt for a very long time. Because I thinking, what do you want? Whereas in my community, I was this, skinny rake, which nobody looked at. Oh, fine face, that is beautiful face.
Right.
But
Still
there's
do,
no,
still do.
there's no nothing, So I felt very, insecure about that. It wasn't until breast cancer gave me courage.
Wow.
It's a weird thing. I mean, I don't wish it on anyone. But it's given me some sort of courage. I have my scar. I've stood up in a bikini for the first time around about 48, 49.
Wow.
Okay. So, and all that came from this, breast cancer experience and the good people I then eventually had around me. Because when you have negative and toxic people who are either using your studies against you, rightly, whether they're, beautiful or no bottom or big breast or whatever, it's it is a trauma that a lot of people don't get over. And again, as Waveney said, and I mentioned earlier, having the right people around you. And I say to people, there is nothing to fix. Because once I understood that, my life, began.
So would you say it's a mindset then, rather than anything?
Yes.
It's a like personal mindset.
It is a personal mindset, is that you get to the stage where you observe self-acceptance. Because there's nothing you can't, I mean, you could do stuff like surgery, but that is not going to, bring long-term benefits. We know from people outside who've done injectables, who've done actual serious surgeries, they're constantly wanting more and going more and more and more, and still unhappy. The ones on TikTok or wherever who advertise their BBLs or whatever they've done to themselves, when you go past that, they're showing this shiny surface on screen, but when you actually meet them in real life, you'll be very, very disappointed.
But can I say that it leads to body dysmorphia?
Yeah.
It's a mental
Yeah.
condition that people actually don't even put it this way. You may have gone and got your nose done, but then you're not happy with it.
Which is
and
exactly
then you're
what-
left
yeah.
with it. Look
Yes.
at Michael Jackson. He
And
destroyed
on and on
himself.
and on and on. Yeah.
So
But I also understand that if we're keeping it real, nobody can change the way you feel except
Internally,
yourself.
Except you,
yeah.
yes.
Nobody can change how comfortable you are with your body except yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're looking at yourself, when you're, and I do apologize, I was
No,
asked
no.
to bring a mirror today, which
Oh.
I wasn't able to bring. But when you're looking at yourself, so for example, me and my legs, I've got varicose veins, very bad ones, and cellulite. Is it cellulite?
Yes,
yeah,
in both.
yeah, in my legs. I would never show my legs ever because I'm not comfortable with
Yes.
it. I would never show my legs because it makes me feel away. And I own that. And I own it because actually it's okay to not like something.
Yeah.
And it's okay to cover it if that makes you feel better about
Comfortable
Yeah,
and
it's
yourself.
confident,
okay.
yes.
But it's also okay, I went to Ghana when I was 18 and 19, sorry, and it was my first time going back there. I came to the UK when I was just 2 years old. So I hadn't gone back till I was 19. Saved my money, I wanted to go. And I got there, and straight away, I also had polycystic ovaries.
Yeah, I thought so.
And so I get the hairism on my face. I'm very hairy. So in terms of we're talking about body image, there were lots of things that I didn't like about my body. And so I get to Ghana and the Ghanaian men are like, hey, wow, they're touching me. They're like, I like your hair. They'll be touching my face. And I'm like, what? Get your hands off
Different
me.
strokes,
Different cultures.
And then they look at my legs and and it's hot. So I don't have a choice. Like, I can't be wearing the cardigans that I'm used to wearing in the UK.